In this video, I'm going to break down your future Airbnb business into 4 critical parts. Every single one is crucial. Take notes, watch till the end. And remember to hit that subscribe button because this channel will teach you everything A to Z, how to Airbnb for free. Category number 1 of 4 is inside the mind of the Airbnb host. This is more than just the host mindset. This is hospitality. This is psychology. This is sales. When you start your Airbnb business, you will get your hands on a property. Whether you buy that property or rent that property is going to be up to you. But either way, once you have that property, you are no longer in the world of real estate. Welcome to hospitality. You're going to turn that property into a beautiful product that has all the allure of a 5-star stay and convince the guests to stay with you in these 3 ways. Number 1 is interior design, and it's way easier than you think it is. Go onto the Airbnb platform as a traveler and search under I'm flexible. Airbnb is going to show you their favorite listings and just copy those, because after all, Airbnb is just an algorithm, and if you copy the winners, you will get the winners' results. But number 2 is just as important. You need the photography to keep up with the space. If you do not have quality photos, then your listing will not keep up with the best in show. And don't worry, on this channel you will find deep dive videos on both market research and photography. And rounding out number 3, the way you'll get guests to choose your space is with all-star copywriting. There is a cheat for this. It starts with chat, ends with GPT. You can take the listing description that you make, hand it to ChatGPT and just ask it, rewrite this in second person and make it sound inviting. ChatGPT will take it from there. I have a whole video on how to create a listing from scratch. When you're ready, go watch that. But wait, there's more. The mind of an Airbnb host is more than just the mind of a marketer. You have to deliver the goods. Hospitality is all about customer satisfaction. When the guest arrives, you want it to be easy. Make your Airbnb in such a way that everything the guest thinks they should do is actually what they should do. To check in, to connect to the Wi-Fi, to find the coffee cups, to take a shower. Make everything intuitively easy, and you're 90% of the way to 5-star service. And the last missing piece inside the mind of an Airbnb host is your self-expression. All of the best Airbnbs are an extension of the host. This means the little guy has the advantage. That means you will have the advantage. Do things that the big guys can't do. That is how Airbnb has been beating hotels for over a decade, partnering with people like you who are willing to go above and beyond to give that guest experience. Express yourself and you will be successful. Category number 2 of 4 of your future Airbnb business is actually all about business. Inside the business of an Airbnb host. And all of this can be made easy talking about the one thing that you will absolutely do every time you have a guest, which is the property turnover. When I have a guest, they always check out by 11 a.m. as long as they do what they're told. Sometimes they stay a little too late. Your housekeeper will arrive at 11 a.m. to start cleaning the home. If the guest hasn't checked out yet, the housekeeper will send you a message and you'll contact the guest. If they stay too long, you'll call Airbnb and Airbnb will pay you for an extra day. That's called an overstay. Whenever the guest leaves, your housekeeper will start cleaning. They'll make sure nothing is broken, nothing is stolen, you have enough shampoo and body wash, you have enough coffee, you're not missing your TV remote. All of the little things. And inside of an hour and a half or less, you can have a 1-bedroom apartment clean and ready for the next guest. Your business will essentially be run by your relationship with your housekeeping team. When you are brand new, I recommend doing this yourself. If you ever want to train future housekeepers to do things your way, you have to have a way. I teach my students to do a 5-step cleaning system. The first 2 steps have nothing to do with cleaning. But because of my size, I've had over 100 properties since before COVID-19 hit. We have developed systems to make sure that our properties are in what we call like new condition before every guest arrives. This makes running your Airbnb business an absolute breeze because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If there's anywhere that you can prevent future guest experience issues, it's with a nice, thorough, systemized turnover. There are 7 parts of an Airbnb business. Boring stuff like accounting included. We won't go into the ones and zeros, but I have a video for that as well. Category number 3 of 4 of your future Airbnb business is inside the home of an Airbnb host. We've talked about design, we've talked about photos, we've hinted about coffee, but there is so much more that you can do with your property to make it better than everyone else's. 1 out of every 3 travelers prefers decaf coffee or tea, as opposed to regular coffee. This is one of the many statistics that 96% of Airbnb hosts do not respond to. Most people don't have decaf coffee in their home. And most Airbnb hosts do not treat their home like a product. They think that this is real estate. But if you were going to sell a product online, either on eBay or Amazon or Etsy or anywhere else, you'd make sure that your product is shown in its best light, all of its glory, every amenity front and center. You can go back to Airbnb as a traveler, load those listings again, search in your area using the parameters I'm flexible and entire home, and take the very first couple of pages that Airbnb shows you and look at what amenities they offer. Do they have a pool, a hot tub, free parking, a full kitchen, Disney Plus on the TV? Not only what amenities are listed, but what amenities do they show in their photos? Because 6 out of every 10 guests choose to look at photos, and almost photos only, when choosing the Airbnb property. This is where you need to understand that the algorithm as an interest algorithm doesn't really care what the listing says, it only cares how the guests respond to the listing. You can write stuff all day, but if your photos do not show a hot tub, they won't know that you have a hot tub. I recently released a video on the 10 things that you need to have in your Airbnb. To make your notes from this video more concise, watch that video next. And category number 4 of 4 is inside the dashboard of an Airbnb host. You've probably heard about Vrbo, Marriott Homes and Villas, Booking.com, Hopper, Priceline, Google Hotels. There are places that your Airbnb can go one day, but believe it or not, you're going to start and cut your teeth just with the Airbnb platform. After you create your listing, load your listing again, there are a couple things that you'll want to do. You'll want to set a weekend price. You'll want to set a cleaning fee. You'll want to set in how late somebody can check into your place and when checkout is. You're going to upload some house rules. These are going to be the little things that you finalize on your Airbnb listing just to make sure that everything is good. Airbnb does this because they want your experience creating the listing to be the easiest thing ever. So they make creating and publishing your listing 10 simple steps, where you have 10 more steps on the back end. And none of these back end settings are crazy, risky things that will destroy your business if you forget to change them. But if you don't add a weekend price, you're gonna miss out on a little revenue. If you don't set that your checkout's at 11 a.m., your guest may not know when to check out. These things will make your life easier. You can also activate something called Pro Tools. And I do not know how people still do not know what Pro Tools are, but you're going to find out today. After you create your listing, go to airbnb.com/multi-calendar. By doing this, it force loads Pro Tools. It gives you the multi-calendar. It will give you custom length of stay discounts. It will give you scheduled messages. Yes, you can automate messages on Airbnb. When somebody books, you can have a thank you message. Right before somebody checks in, you can automatically give them their check-in guide. Before someone checks out, remind them what your checkout instructions are. And even after somebody leaves, you can follow up, thank them for their stay, and even try to programmatically get a 5-star review. And from here, sky is the limit. The more you know about the Airbnb dashboard, the more you're going to make, the better you're going to do compared to your competition, and the better you're going to handle your peaks and valleys of seasonality. Pricing strategy, once you have an Airbnb listing, will become the most important topic you will ever want to know about, ever, because over 98% of hosts do not regularly change their prices by hand. And this industry is honestly just a little too wild to leave in the hands of an algorithm. If you want to maximize your revenue and beat your competitors, get used to doing things by hand. The next 2 topics that you should learn are market research and sales. If you're going to do rental arbitrage and talk a landlord into giving you some keys, sales will be so crucial to you picking up your first property. If you're buying your property, skip to market research and find a real estate agent that can do all of the selling for you, because things like seller's contributions are still a thing. And thank you so much for watching this video all the way till the end. I hope it was worth your time. Let me know in the comments. Thank you as always, and I'll see you on the other side.